90% of women do these things behind your back. Like after you giving her after you giving her the way she wants it, you satisfying her, you making her happy in bed, she does these things. Okay, she does these things. I want to list it out. So women, I'm really so sorry that I want to talk out our little secret. I want to spit out our little secret. I am really so sorry, but this is the truth. We do these things. 90% of women are guilty of these things. We do it. We behave this way to men behind their back. So if you know you have a woman in your life and you want to know these things, watch this video till the end. You will not regret watching this video. First of all of them most, women actually feel guilty. Even if we think we did the best, even if we think we are the best in bed, even if we think that we actually did it the way we want to, that we presented it very much better, we still feel guilty. We feel guilty like, are you sure this guy actually enjoyed me? Are you sure I am good in bed? Are you sure I am sweet? Are you sure I am this? Are you sure I am that? We live in guilty throughout the whole of that week. Women, 90% of women live in guilty after the whole thing, after the whole knacking process. My dear brother, we live in guilty. I am telling you out of experience. At times, sometimes, when they get to see you again, they will feel so shy. They won't feel so comfortable. They won't feel so relaxed. They will be as if maybe they did not really present enough happiness in bed to you. They'll feel like, oh, are you sure that I am not really smelling that bad? Or are you sure I'm not having this bad smell? Or are you sure I am not really, maybe I'm not good and he's not telling me because he doesn't want me to feel bad? We live in guilty. Number one thing that happens to 90% of women after knacking, after that process, is that we live in guilty of doubt. If we actually gave it to you the way you want it, if we presented out our strength to you in bed, if we are like 80% good in bed, that is what we women do. We live in guilty, we live in doubt, we live in, oh God, are you sure I'm fine? Are you sure I did all right? Are you sure he enjoyed me? Are you sure I'm sweet? Are you sure this? Are you sure that? That is what actually happens to us behind your back. And you don't know, you feel like, oh, after the knacking process we just go our own separate ways. We don't feel anything, we don't mind, we don't care. We care. 90% of women, we care. We care about that thing that just happened. We care about that stuff that happened some days ago. We care about that stuff that happened some weeks ago. So the second point, which is the most important thing, the most things that happens to 99% of women, that we women actually does behind your back. This one I want to list out now is the number one of them all, the toughest of them all. No woman will tell me she hasn't done this. She starts doubting your intention towards that relationship. If that woman is not yet your wife, after the whole process, she'll start feeling like, are you sure this man is going to call me again? Are you sure this boy is going to still get married to me? Are you sure this is not just what he wanted? Knocking and knocking. I've given him, and maybe after today, he might not call me. We might not get to mingle out again. Are you sure, like, the relationship is still going to go forward? Because she gave you her body, because you did it, because the both of you already did it. So she'll just keep having that feelings like, is that love still going to be there? And the thing is that when you don't get to call her again, when you don't get to call her, when you start skipping days to call her, she will start feeling like, oh, are you sure this man is not, really not sleeping away because we've done it, like he has collected what he wants? Because every woman feels that when you're trying to date them, when you're actually trying to date them, they feel, well, all what you want is the under, that's her pussy. But once you've gotten that stuff that you wanted, the love is dying off, it means that you no longer love them because you collected what you're actually looking for. Go in and out. Even if she sees you, she won't feel so much feel comfortable again towards you or around you, because she just feel like, oh, I've fucked up. Like, what is really going on? I've messed up. Why will I want to do this? Why will I even have to do this? Why will I have to give you my body? I've messed up. I'm not myself anymore because I feel like after this guy is not gonna call me again. After this whole stuff, this guy might not want to get to marry me again. That is what women actually live with. We live with doubt. Whenever we've agreed to finally give you our body, we live without all the rest of our life. Except you still show her the love, you add more excess love on that love you've been showing her. You finally concluded to go see her people, even after the whole thing. That is when the doubt is going to leave us. If not, it will be us like we fucked up, like we've messed up. Honestly, it will be us like, oh, we've messed up. We've messed up. Like giving you our body, we've messed up because the whole love might not be still be there. You might just want to die it off because you've seen whatever thing that you want to see. I hope with these few points of mine, I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that after knacking process, women like us live without these two things I just listed out. We live without like not satisfying you well, and living without that you're not going to love us again because we've given you our body. I will see you all next time. Bye bye.